Hey everyone, this is David from Tanukanji. I'm going to give a brief overview of what Tanukanji is and what you can do with the service. So just to start, Tanukanji is really a combination of spaced repetition flashcards with artificial intelligence and a lot of customization. Going into the spaced repetition aspect of Tanukanji, it really boils down to something called the forgetting curve. So you can see here, we have a little graph. There is on the left side a day 0, and then there is a point at which you learn something. And the point at which you learn something on day 0, you have on the y-axis your retention of that information, of the thing that you learned. The retention is all the way max because you just saw it. Over time, however, the retention of that item will fall. You can see there is a slope there. There's a line going down gradually to the right. And over time, naturally, we tend to, forget things, and that's fine. One way to combat that is through reviewing, constant reviewing. We call this spaced reviewing because you put space between each review session. So each time you review, that falling slope, that falling line of retention is going to go right back up to the max level. But over time, that will fall as well. And the more reviews, the more times that you see the information to be learned, the gradually, how would you say, not steep, but like shallow, I guess, the slope of that line becomes, and you gradually retain that information for over longer periods of time. This particular curve is called the forgetting curve, and the more that you review things, the better you are at retaining the information over time, it's a well-tried system for learning new material, which is why us here at Tanukanji, we wanted to implement that because we saw that it was effective and it is efficient. So let's talk about our method. There's a few applications out there that implement kind of SRS flashcards and programs like that. One big one you might have heard is Anki. We've taken a lot of notice from Anki. I've used it myself, really like it. We've implemented a simplified, easy version of Anki here on our site. So for example, I have a screenshot here of a review session. There's a character here and it's asking what is the English meaning. You can type in the English meaning and then you can rate the difficulty whether or not you thought it was difficult. Now, if you rate things as difficult, our SRS system, will bring back those items more frequently so that you see them more often. The idea is to see them more and more and more so that it will stay in your memory for longer and longer. If you rate something as not difficult, so it's easy, our SRS program will show you those items less and less because you don't necessarily need them right away. We also have some more advanced features, so you can choose on the left here either the option to type in your answers or simply use it as like a flashcard similar to what Anki does, so that once you reveal a specific term's English meaning or pronunciation, for example, then you can simply rate it, and then our SRS will do the work of determining when to show it again, when or how much spacing to put between each review session. In the center here, we have kanji. So you're studying kanji right now through our program. You're studying the radicals or the components, and you're studying vocabulary. We do plan on adding an audio feature or an audio method, learning method, study method later on. For now, though, we will just stick with the written form of Japanese. And then on the right side, you have options to go from Japanese to English or English to Japanese. Gives you a little flexibility. One of the great features about Tanukanji, in my opinion, is the really customizable UI, user interface. We have a few themes that you guys can choose from. Pick whatever you like, either dark or light. My personal favorite is the one selected here. We also have an AI chat feature. This is a paid feature. You can chat with an artificial intelligence, and it will use characters that you have either just seen, characters that you are working on, or characters that you have mastered. Not just characters, kanji characters, but the words as well. Within the chat, you can hover over the terms that it is using, so these underlined terms here, and then you can actually do a review within the chat. So you can mark a term that it used as wrong, as easy, medium, or hard, and depending on that, your item, the, I guess, spacing for that item will automatically adjust based on your evaluation of that. And we have a lot of other features. We also have a forecast kind of window here that you can do. The idea here is to learn new items and review them. And if you have the paid plan, you can get the AI conversation practice. My name is David. This has been an overview of Tanukanji. Hope to see you guys in future videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.